So we know who's advertising, right? Raise your hand if you've got an advertising agency. All right, sweet, fuck all, good.
They're hard, yeah. They're hard work.
Yeah, they're hard.
They're hard.
I said that since I say to my students all the time, so get this number. I don't even know if I told you this. How many agencies do you think I've been through across all of my businesses in 20 years?
The size of your business.
All of the businesses.
Different segments in your business, what, probably 30 or 40?
127.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now, that's important to remember, right? I'll tell you why.
That's madness.
So across all of our businesses, we've been through 127 agencies.
Hopefully none of mine.
Right? Yeah, all of them were first page. No, they weren't. But what's really, and I say that to you because here's what's important about marketing, I think. It's not about does marketing work. It's about do you have the right agency? Are they doing the right promotion? And are you getting the right leads and are you converting? It's not does it work. Of course marketing works, right? And I think I say it to people because they get despondent. When they do one ad and they get no leads or 3 leads, they don't convert right away. So what I want to really talk about because...
Can I give you an example?
Yeah, go.
That. So I'm actually launching an AI business tomorrow and we're implementing AI for companies. I'm not here to pitch that, but I want to talk about the process of launching this business. So I'm going to kick off tomorrow. Every time I launch a new business, I do Google ads. Depending on the service, I'll do Meta and Instagram ads, and I'll do SEO. Without question, I'm never going to get leads day one. I have to refine the pitch, refine the creative. So I launched an ad a few days ago to test it. Even though we're launching tomorrow, I started a few days ago. The first ad didn't work. So I was like, okay, this didn't work. What would entice me to click on this ad? So we've done a new creative today. We're going to launch it tomorrow. Sometimes you have to go do a few variations before you get the right creative.
Did you catch that? So he owns 18 agencies, and the first ad he did didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
So this is important to remember because I think that sometimes I know people think me as an investor, everything I touch turns to gold. You know, Nick obviously is an investor, but as a marketer and all these agencies, but that's important to remember, right? Because I think what frustrates me is that when people know, you know, to scale your business, you need marketing, but we hold ourselves back from doing that sometimes because we do have nightmare stories with other agencies or we do, you know, get 3 leads and don't convert right away and then we worry about that. So if you're speaking to a business owner, and we've got, 700 in here, what are a couple of tips you'd give them about engaging with an agency and how to kind of think about your first 6 months in marketing?
Probably the most important thing is have a very strong, unique selling point. Have a hook on your ad. So important. So it could be offer something for free. Give them something of value that's going to bring them in. If you're just trying to pitch and ask for the money, you're not going to get them. Like, it has to be a very strong and powerful hook. Number one. Without that, it's not going to be successful. Number 2, your website or your landing page needs to be perfect. Because you can drive all this traffic to your landing page and website, but if it doesn't convert, you're going to waste all your money.
Yeah.
So I continually refine all my landing pages and my website, even weekly. I do it weekly. I'm so fanatical about it because you have to be. Because if I can improve my conversion rate from, say, 2% to 4%, to me, that's an extra $5 million in revenue. Why wouldn't I invest time in that? Makes sense, yeah?
Yeah.
And third, I actually believe this. Really don't take excuses from your agency. If they give excuses for under-delivering after a month, do not accept that. Like, really be on their back and say, hey, what is going on? Because they may give you some BS fluff. Do not accept it. Really be on them.
Yeah.
Like, it's so important. Even on my guys, I'm like, no, I don't agree with you on this one. Show me. And I said, why don't you just do this, this, and this? And I go, oh, yeah. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be teaching this basic stuff.
Yeah.
So really be on your agency. These 3 things, if you do that, you'll do extremely well.
Yeah.
But please have a strong, unique selling point.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to waste your money.
Yeah, well, it's things that I think hold people back from actually going out there and doing that is if you're going to scale and grow, there's 2 ways to scale a company: acquisitions and marketing, right?
Yep.
Really, you can acquire and you can grow that way, which is one thing that we talked a little bit about today, but really it's about how do I market to get there. I think one of the other challenges I've worked out, for those who's never had an agency before, give me a show of hands. And who's grown without an agency and mostly through referrals? Give me another show of hands. Okay. So the biggest problem I find with people like that is that a referral is like gold dust. So if I don't know how many things I sent to you, hey, what about this? And you've said you should do this. And I've gone and bought exactly what Nick said. He goes, oh yeah, go buy Aaron this supplement or this, infrared fucking chambers and shit. Right?
I'm big into longevity.
Right. So, but here's the important thing. If Nick refers me to go buy this infrared chamber or something, or what I will be like, well, Nick's told me to do it. He's a buddy. I trust him. But when you go into marketing, you're not going to a buddy or a referral. It's cold leads that you're trying to warm up. And I find that people challenge when they've got 10 people that are their referrals the last week, and then all of a sudden they get 10 others that are coming off a landing page. Yep. Talked about the psychology in that transition from never having marketing to starting marketing. Tell me about the psychology you think around as a business owner.
Look, referrals are great, but it's very hard to get a lot of referrals every single week. Like they're great and they generally will close.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to get 50 referrals a week unless you're an absolute genius. With great marketing and a great agency, or if you do it yourself, it doesn't matter, you can generate a lot of leads every single day. So one of my businesses, the Removify business I just sold, that was generating 500 inbound leads a day. So if my closure rate on that is 10%, I'm closing 50 clients a day, 250 a week, 1,000 a month. That's a great business. So I try and generate as many leads as I can, but you also want quality. And you don't always get quality from certain channels like Facebook. Facebook, there are tie kickers on Facebook, but there's always diamonds in the rough. So you always invest the money where the actual real customers are. So Google Ads is really good, SEO is great, and then I may do Facebook at the end if I've got time or I want a few more leads in for my sales guys.
What do you think about the new platforms that are we're seeing things like TikTok Shop and we think a lot of these things kind of grow on? What do you think some of those?
There's a lot to unpack there with TikTok. TikTok is great if you're selling products, selling services, not quite there yet.
Okay.
LinkedIn ads, very high cost per lead, not a fan just yet. Bang for buck, you cannot go past Facebook. Google Ads is still high search intent, meaning people are looking for your product or service. So the lead quality is always going to be good, and SEO, always the same, always good.
Okay.
Yeah. TikTok is great, but it's not there yet. But it's going to get there.
Yeah.
It's going to get there. And even ChatGPT now.
Yeah.
Like I use...
Where do you see that? Where do you see that coming into the whole ChatGPT marketing, the whole... Because who uses ChatGPT?
Religiously.
Right? So,
yeah, I use it every day.
That's a massive market. So
massive.
So if you're sitting here saying, how do I market my business? When do you think that... Will they turn ads on? What are your thoughts around that?
Good question. Will they turn ads on? Potentially. But now we can optimize for ChatGPT. So I can optimize a website for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to play out, but a lot more people are searching for products and services on ChatGPT, which I am as well. So it's definitely becoming more prevalent. Google should be worried. It's not there yet, but it's coming.
Yeah. Especially Ives coming on now with the devices now, that $1 billion deal they just put together.
Yeah. But even if you go to Google now, the top of Google search results, it's the AI search results.
AI generated. Yeah, AI generated.
Yeah,
results.
it's crazy.
Get it. Let's talk about Shark Tank. First season for you, yeah, on Shark Tank?
Yes, first season was last year, and we're doing the second season later this year.
Yeah. So let's talk about your investing methods. I want to know your investing methods, Nicholas.
Yes.
So if we've got entrepreneurs in the room, they've got their own business. I'm the empire guy. I'm talking about buying businesses, investing, and all that kind of stuff. I think
there's one business I invested in here today. It's
Dunny Buddy?
Yeah, Darren from Dunny Buddy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Cool.
he was on Shark Tank, invested in his business.
Love that. So what are some things you look for?